I almost didn't get a coach because I thought that it would be a waste of my time, a waste of my money for a coach to tell me to do everything I already know to do. I literally had a list of things I was supposed to do, but I just wasn't getting that done. As a result, I was putting strain on my life, my marriage, my kids, and I was working about 14 to sometimes 20 hours a day just to get things done, and things were slipping, including my relationship with my wife and relationship with my kids. My actions, or lack thereof, produced a specific result that I was getting, and I was unhappy with the results. I was making money, but I was working so much, and my wife was extremely dissatisfied, which made me dissatisfied. Why make all this money when I had zero time to enjoy it and no time to enjoy the fruits of my labor with my family? So I knew I had to take action to get results. The question was, what was the right action to take to get the right result? If you take action, you're going to get a specific result. Where most entrepreneurs fail is they're not specific with the result that they actually want, or they have an idea of what the result is. It's hardly articulated, it's just a dream. Never put into goals, never put a plan together, and they don't know what type of action to take. Have you ever had a crazy idea as an entrepreneur and you try to talk to your spouse about it? Or another crazy entrepreneur who dreams a lot and you don't feel like you get anywhere? It's just a goal, it's just a dream, and then you get back to reality and you're back to work, and then you get really discouraged because that really amazing idea hardly gets implemented. And if it does, it gets started and then never finished. That is why a coach is extremely valuable. They're people from the outside looking in that has zero emotion about your business, and they help guide you on, number one, is that a great dream to put goals together on? Or they could walk you through the reality and the logic behind the process of accomplishing that dream and that goal, specifically about the timeline. For example, I had a goal to do $1 million a year in revenue when I was barely doing $100,000 in revenue, and I wanted to do it the following year. Well, because I had a coach, she was like, okay, that's 1,000% growth. What does that mean for you? What type of expenses do you have to incur? How does your team have to look? How many vehicles do you need? And I just sat there and I stared at her. I was like, holy crap, I didn't think about any of those things. I'm really good at getting the big picture, and I'm really good about being impatient as to when I can accomplish that big picture dream. But my coach helped bring me back down to ground zero and logically put together a plan along with my emotions to get me motivated enough to take action. Just like it says in the book Atomic Habits, you never rise to the occasion of your dreams. You always fall back to your systems or habits. And that was really the eye-opening part of coaching for me. I had no systems. I had ambition. I had energy. I was in my 20s. I was just literally waking up and getting motivated to make money. When I was able to learn about systems and implementing them and training them and hiring the right people, I created systems and habits to fall back on. That way I would never falsely rise to the occasion. Because sometimes it feels like it. You get all this motivation and you feel like you could rise to the occasion, and you get hit with reality and you always fall back to your systems. Then it's really about what type of system to implement in your unique business. There's a unique factor to your business, but everything else is pretty universal. So how do you create the right systems to where you're at right now in business, making whatever you're making, so that way you can actually accomplish the goals that you want to accomplish? Systems are important. Finding the right people are important. Systemizing every aspect of your business, like marketing and branding, delivering quality service to your clients who buy either your product or your service. How you spend your time needs to be systemized as well. All those minor things were revealed through coaching, and I realized why I failed my first 8 businesses in the first place. Yes, you heard it. 8 businesses failed. I am a motivated and ambitious entrepreneur to the point where I didn't care what it cost me. I just figured if I kept going at it long enough, I would actually become successful. The only time I became successful was when I invested in a coach who helped me figure out, number one, what I wanted in life. Number two, how to build a business around that and plan for success through systems, marketing, delivery, time mastery, all those amazing things. And lastly, the businesses who actually implement an actual operating system in their business tend to be successful. What am I talking about? Well, you have an operating system right now by default, even if it's just a bunch of guesswork. That is your operating system. I always say most entrepreneurs' business strategy and operations is on luck. Luck can no longer be your business strategy because luck will only go so far. Just like motivation, it only goes so far before it dips. You actually have to figure out how to create a business operating system, the way you do things, how you train your team to operate on a day in and day out level. So that way you actually get the results that you want. And if you don't get it, you can go back to your operating systems and figure out what went wrong. If you overexceed your results, you can figure out what went right. So what is an operating system? It's how you do things. Here we talk about mastery. Mastering the very basic fundamentals of business, your vision, your time, your money, your delivery. Also, marketing and branding, that is part of our operating system that we help our clients implement and install into their business. Systems, hiring the right team, replacing yourself with a general manager, then getting amazing results through your business where you can make decisions. You can enjoy life and get passive income. You can sell your business. You can franchise it. This is where you actually have options and your business becomes an asset that you can either draw money from or sell. At the end of the day, your business should give you life. And the only way it's going to give you life is if you choose to take the right actions to get the right results. Because we believe that if you take action, you will get results. You just have to do the right things to get the right results. Stay strong.